Hi guys, right, I'm just jumping on real quick. Just doing a, I don't know, real short video. Hear that cuckoo in the background? Trying to get a picture of that is, yeah, it'll happen. Anyway, I'll just show you all this. Okay. This is an overnight success. But this overnight success took 3.5, possibly 4 years, and it's a work in progress as well. I ain't done yet. It's never ending, but in a good way. So, 2016, I chose to walk away from a relationship that was doing neither of us any good. I also walked away from my house, most of its contents. I took my personal stuff and I took my dog and my cat. And I moved in with my mum. But I always wanted to go back home. I always wanted to move back to where I'd started from. Because years and years ago I'd been in a domestic violence relationship, got shifted, moved 250 miles, started a new life, spent 16 years in that place. But that's by the by, that's done. But I always wanted to move back. Anyway, 2016, I'm at my mum. 2017, I'm really getting, and I'll be honest with you, I was really getting irritable and antsy and niggly and narky and everything else. Probably wasn't a very nice person to be around at the time. But I kind of recognise the signs now. When stuff like that starts happening, I know that reality is actually breaking down. That's my personal experience. It might be different for everybody else, so don't take it on board. I mean, if it resonates, fine, have it. If it don't, then fine, don't. But that I noticed is a little pattern that I've had. I mean, 2016, the relationship was breaking down. Oh my god, I was a bitch. Honestly, I was a mega bitch. But that reality was breaking down because it wasn't serving me anymore, and it wasn't serving him anymore, and the whole thing wasn't serving anybody any bloody more. So it's breaking down, and it's like the universe is trying to get your attention, going, for God's sake, woman, come on, move, shift. I'm lining all this up for you, because when you get it in your head that you want to do something, right, the universe will conspire. It will move heaven and earth, so you can go into a different reality. And if you fight it because you're worried or you're scared or you're just not sure, you're anxious or whatever, it's hard work. It ain't easy. So 2017 started getting really antsy because that reality was breaking down, because I knew I needed to move. I wanted to move. Had no idea how I was going to do it. A really good friend of mine, Jason, he's an absolute superstar. He's got his own page on Facebook as well. I will take his page. He supported me so much. I mean, he lives in America, I'm in the UK. He gave me tools and everything to work with and kicked my butt when I needed it, and sometimes when I didn't. I could message him and just let off a bit of steam, and he gave me all different things and ideas and stuff to do. Obviously I had my own stuff that I could pull on as well, because I'd done Akashic Records courses and I had my own intuition to go with, and I had my own knowledge and my own tools, so I combined it all with that. So yeah, shout out to Jason for helping me with that, because that was amazing. Another friend of mine, Mel, she was super amazing as well. She said to me, send me some photos of where you want to be, where you want to move to. Right, so I sent all the photos and everything, and bless her heart, she put together a little pic collage for me, and she sent me a copy of it, but she also kept it for herself. And she used to take time out of her life, of her stuff, of her shit that was going on at the time, She took time out to envision for me and with me. Bless her. I was that convinced that it was all going to happen. I actually wrote out thank you messages in advance. And I'd written out one, I'd saved it in my documents, I'd written it out to Jason, like, hey, guess what? Blah, blah, blah. I've moved, got this, I've got that, da, 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 da. Thank you for all your help. Did the same with Mel. Wrote her out a message as well. Thank you for all the times you've held space for me. Thank you for this, da, 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 da. Guess where I'm writing this from, blah, blah, blah. And I hadn't even moved yet when I wrote them. That's face for you. Anyway. Along came 2018. I had no idea. At the time I was not working. So I had very little money. I had no idea where the hell I was gonna, or how I was gonna do this, but then you don't need to know how. The universe will conspire. The universe will bring in people, places, situations, opportunities and everything. You've just got to be ready for it. You let the universe do all the heavy lifting. And you do the faith and the believing. And you can do your affirmations if you choose to. You can do your journaling if you choose to. I did all sorts. I did affirmations. I made up silly little songs. I saw myself. Do you know what? I'll tell you what, right? See this, where I'm walking now. Not so much that, but that. When I lived up north, I used to go out for walks. And I used to do videos, right? Again, in advance, saying, this is where I live now. Because of all the work I'd put in, blah, 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 this is what I've achieved. This where I'm where I'm walking now, apart from this side, I mean, this side's a bonus. Is what I was walking along back then. I did affirmations, I did a vision board, told the universe what I wanted, I put my order in, I wrote down a list. I worked with Jason, stayed in touch with Mel and everything, right? Around about May 2018, a friend of mine said, it ain't much, but I can put you up on a settee if you want. I'm like, whoa, hang on. So I can move down, but I've got my dog and my cat. Yeah, not a problem, it's fine. We'll manage, we'll cope. Yeah? So a big shout out to my mate for doing that. So I did. Got all my stuff. I hadn't unpacked when I went to my mum's anyway, because I knew I was moving, so there's no point unpacking my stuff to pack it again, was there? So I packed up my little bits that I'd obviously unpacked, like clothes and stuff. And he came and picked me up. And I kid you not, right? That 250-mile journey, my stomach was in knots. I was absolutely bricking it, right? Everything was going through my mind. He's chatting to me about this, that and the other, and I'm going, yeah. And my ego and my everything is going, what the hell are you doing? What are you going to do when you get there? You've hardly got any money. You've not got a job. You haven't got this, you haven't got that, you haven't got your own transport, blah, 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 blah. Oh, it was non-stop. 250 fucking miles, right? I had that. Me, myself and I. At one point, I nearly told him to stop and turn around, but nope. No, keep pushing through it. Keep your gob shut, so unusual for me, but I did manage to keep it shut. I think I rambled on about some weird stuff anyway. But, so we ended up back down in Essex. I didn't have a car. Guess what? They put me on insurance, so I had a car, so I could get out and about, so I could go and do a bit of shopping, I could go job hunting, I could do this, I could go for interviews, blah blah. And I did. June the 13th, now bearing in mind, note the date, June the 13th, right? It ain't under. Was the day I landed back down this way. By the end of August, I had a job. It was the perfect job with the perfect pay, the perfect location, the perfect hours, everything. It was to die for. I've still got that job, obviously, because I'm on furlough. But I have still got my job. And it is stunning. And I work with the most amazing people. Right? Love my job. Can't wait to get back. By the end of October, admittedly, with the help of my credit cards as well, I had my own car. Yep. And then I was looking for somewhere to live. Now, I was being a bit narrow focused, to be fair. I'm on this site where the local councils take all your details and you go on the list and you bid for properties for somewhere to live. So I was kind of narrow focused, a bit tunnel vision on that one, but I knew where I wanted to live, close to work. I wanted to live somewhere that was pet friendly. I wanted somewhere that had a really nice garden. I wanted somewhere that had a lovely kitchen with a utility room, conservatory. I think I wrote it down on my list. Kitchen with utility / conservatory, right? This is important. But very important. I needed it to be pet friendly because my mum was going to come live with me. She's got a dog and I've got a dog. So, just letting people go past it. Then I got this nudge, intuitive nudge. Stop being so narrow focused. Start widening your search. So I phoned my mum and I went, yeah, right, I'm going to look around for private rented as well because I've been sleeping on that settee for like over a year now. I need a proper bed. So anyway, the minute I said that and did that, and I started going on the websites to look for places. Sorry, I'm holding it down. To go and look at things. Places started popping up, and I phoned up a couple. Now I phoned up this one particular place. The woman said, "Yeah, it's fine for dogs." Blah blah blah. It was a house, but I'd worked it out that it would be okay. From what I could see of the description, it'd be fine for me and my mum would be able to cope living in that house. So it's fine. I thought. I hadn't said nothing to my mates at work. Now, it's very rare for me because normally when I'm doing my thing, I share it with them so they can hold the positive vibes and the whatever. I hadn't told nobody, right? Again, important. So I turned up, parked up in my car, waiting for the letting agent to show up. Could see a little bit further down the road there was another car, another woman waiting. So I thought, well, fair enough, there's a couple of us, not a problem. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. The letting agent then phoned me. Hey sir, I'm really sorry, but there appears to be a problem with the tenant. As in, they're not here. I'm like, what? But if they've got a viewing book, surely they would be. Alright, fine. So I let it go. I might have sworn a bit, but I let it go. Like, fine. Phoned my mum, told her. She went, it's a bit strange, isn't it? I'm like, yeah, fine. Obviously, there's something better out there, yeah? Well, let me tell you, there was definitely something better out there. It was an area that I wasn't even thinking about. I'd gone on the website to have a look again. This place popped up. I'm like, whoa, that's nice. It's a bungalow. It's 2 bedrooms. Gorgeous garden. Yes, I did Google Earth it so I could have a bit of a better view. I'm thinking, can't quite work out what blah blah blah, but it looked good. I looked at the pictures from the website. It looked good. So I phoned up. She was like, yeah, absolutely. We're doing viewings. She went, can you come for a viewing on blah blah day? I'm like, yeah. She went, can you make this time? I'm like, yeah, not a problem. She went, oh, this is so easy. I'm like, yeah, isn't it just? Anyway, I turned up for the viewing. There was a person in front of me and a person behind me. I turned up. Now, bearing in mind, I'd had a really good conversation with the woman on the phone. So anyway, I get there. Bloke opens the door and he says, right, hi. He says, oh, I've been told that, you know, really nice person's coming to view. I'm saying, oh, okay, cool. I'll take it. Looked around it. Fell in love with it. Any problem with the dogs? No, not a problem. It's fine. Gorgeous garden. Gorgeous lounge, gorgeous bedroom, gorgeous everything, right? Got a bath and a shower, which was something else I asked for as well, so I've got the option of either, right? So, I walked through to the kitchen, and then there's another little bit. Guess what was there? It's a conservatory. Very small, very compact, but it's a conservatory nonetheless. And guess what? It was being used as a utility room. Now, remember I said about the number 13 playing an important part? The house number is actually 13. Cool. So I said to the guy, well, do you know what? I absolutely love it. He went, right, get yourself on the phone, ring the agency, express your interest, blah, blah, blah. So I phoned them up straight away, literally went out and phoned. She went, not a problem. Details, took everything that, I mean, it was information about me, information about my mum, blah blah blah, the whole kit and caboodle. She wouldn't leave it with me, I'll get back to you in a couple of days. Okay, not a problem. Anyway, I think within a week of viewing that bungalow, right, it was mine. They had it. At the time, I said to my mum, I said, right, obviously we need to get some few bits and pieces, because my mum was going to move down, but she weren't going to bring nothing with us, there's no point. Right, so she said, right, what we got to get? I said, well, basically everything. Anyway, I'm pricing everything up. I mean, most stuff, I said to my mum, we'll get some stuff second hand, and then we'll get the stuff new, like the white goods get new. Well, anyway, the letting agent phoned me up. As a sign of goodwill, she said they're leaving the fridge freezer, the washing machine, the tumble dryer, and the dishwasher. Do you want it? I was like, oh, hell yeah. Thank you very much, I'll have that, I'll take it. Cooker was already there as well. So that was basically, I don't know, about 1,500 quid that we hadn't got to pay out. Sorted. And then I found this amazing second-hand shop, basically, that done stuff, and all the money went to charity. Now, I'd seen this gorgeous settee that I'd wanted, a corner unit kind of thing, on TV, like 1,500, 3,000 quid. Oh, I can't remember, it was in a sale. So there's this gorgeous black settee in there, like a cornery suite thing with a two-seater one on it. Bargain. With a footstool. Got it. And the rug and the lamps and something else. Beds we got new, but I mean, we basically furnished that place on a really easy budget, to be fair. My landlord is lovely. My landlord and landlady, they're absolutely lovely, love dogs. And I moved into that November 2019. So you can see what I'm saying about overnight success happens, but it takes time. It takes time, it takes patience, it takes faith, it takes understanding, it takes you having a pity party because nothing seems to be happening straight away. It takes acting out, it takes being a bitch, it takes things, stuff, weird shit going on. Like I said, I knew stuff was happening because my reality was breaking down. I knew that reality was breaking down because, like I said, I started getting really antsy and really arsey. And when I think back of all the other times when stuff's happened, that's what's happened. I've been a bitch, or things have just been horrible. And that's because that reality is breaking down, ready to make way for the new one. So you can't step into a whole new life when you've still got your foot back in the other one, eh? So, like I said, the universe will conspire to help you. The universe will bring in people, as in my friends that helped me, held the vision for me, supported me, let me sleep on the settee for over a year, well, about a year and a half I think it was. It will bring in opportunities. It will tweak things for you. I turned up for a house viewing. That house obviously weren't meant for me, so, you know, the current tenant for some reason weren't there. I job hunted. I went on a couple of the job sites. I found this job, the job that I've got. When I went for the interview, my now boss said to me, "Oh, did you find it on blah blah?" I went, "Nope, didn't know he was on there." I found it by going on that website. It's when I look back from now back to 2016, and I think, yeah, and I've still got my books, some of my books that I wrote stuff down of what I wanted, where I wanted to be. And I look back and I can tick so much of that off, right? I can tick, to be fair, I can tick probably all of it off. And I have to laugh at the little tweaks and the little changes that the universe made for me in my favour. Okay? Like, I wasn't 100% specific. I said conservatory utility room. I didn't say a conservatory and utility room. So the universe, with its sense of humour, went, there you go, there's a conservatory. Oh, by the way, your washing machine, your tumble dryer's out there, so you've got your utility room as well. Boom. Thank you. That's okay. It's not a problem. So, lovely people, if you're working on your law of attraction and you're manifesting, remember, tell the universe what you want. And you know that cliche, it's like putting in an order to Amazon. Put it in and then you don't worry about it. No, you don't have to worry about it. But, and again, this is my personal opinion, it doesn't hurt to revisit it. You know, say you've written down in your journal that you want to move to blah blah, and you want this and you want that. Go back and read it. You're reading it, you're thinking, oh God, yeah. But right, so for instance, if you've written down this whole plan of where you want to be, now I'm taking that you've written it in the present moment as well, like I am now living in this gorgeous house, blah blah blah, and blah da 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 da, and described everything that you want, the location, the price, everything. Okay, you know, you do it now. I am living in it now. I have got this now. I am this now. Blah blah blah. I am so grateful for this now. When you go back and read it from the future. And another favourite one, the technique that a friend of mine told me about, I remember when. Because when you think about it, how many times have you said to somebody, God, do you remember when this happened? Do you remember when that happened? And it's all there in your subconscious. It's like, oh God, yeah. So I remember when I moved. I remember when I moved into this fantastic new place. I remember when I got my amazing job. I remember the day I got my car. I remember the day I decided, yeah? I remember one. It's a really good one to do. Yes, you can have your pretty parties. Okay? That's fine. Ain't a problem. Do it. Just don't hang out in the energy of it for too long. Okay? Have your pity party. Have your little... throwing your dummy out the pram. Have your little sulk. Like I said, don't stay in that energy too long. Do it. Dump the energy. Go and find something fun to do. Dance, sing. I don't know. Eat some cookies. I don't know. Find something fun to do. So anyway, that is me up to now. Like I said, it's a work in progress. What am I aiming for next? I'll tell you. I'll let you into a little secret. Alright? I happen to love that bungalow so much where I live. That I have set the intention that I now own it. Outright. I have bought it off my landlady and landlord. It is mine. I've even got a list in my book of all the little tweaks and alterations that I've made to it. I mean, it's a stunning bungalow, but it's to make it mine. Put my stamp on it, yeah? So that's it. So watch that space. This space. Any space. That's what I want to do. I want to own it. I want to become a homeowner. Let me rephrase that. I am a homeowner. I have absolutely zero idea how it's going to happen. And to be perfectly honest, that is irrelevant. The universe knows what I want. So that is one thing I am working on. If by chance, I'm going to end this now with a shameless plug as well. If by chance you want to start shaking things up a bit in your life, then I do invite you to check out my Akashic Records program. It's 6 sessions. We go back and look at your past lives. We have a look at what's currently going on around you. We take a little trip down your future timeline so the Akashic Records can show you what's there. Skeptical you may be, but I've worked with clients that have seen some stuff and it's reassured them, shall we say. So yeah, I will pop in the link for that under this video once I've posted it. But if you want to, or if you're not sure if it's going to be the right thing for you, then not a problem. We can always schedule a little call anyway and see if it's the right fit for you and you're the right fit for me and all that bump and galava stuff, you know. So anyway, on this beautiful, gloriously sunny day of where I am, I am going to bid you farewell. And I will speak to you very soon. Lots of love. And remember, if you're going to dream, dream big. And then when you dream big, dream even bigger. In fact, dream so big that it scares the living daylights out of you. Right? Because, my gorgeous friends, dreams do come true. See you later.